What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to the Lotus Emira. This is a brand new car added into the game. This is a car that was added with the new Horizon Racing car pack. If you want to get it yourselves, by the way, go to the store and buy it. That's pretty much the only way you can get this thing. It doesn't come with the premium version of the game or the ultimate version or whatever version of the game that you think it comes with. It's a whole separate DLC to all of that stuff. Go and get it yourselves. But this is brand new 2023 Lotus Emira. I'm guessing this is kind of like the successor to the legendary Elises, Exeges, and it's just a cool, lightweight little car. It's not as lightweight as it was once, but oh, it sounds great. This sounds brilliant. And it revs really high. The engine's right there. You can literally see in the back window. Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive layout. This has the recipe to be a brilliant little car, and I've seen people in the comments before telling me to actually mess around with this thing because of the fact that it's so quick. Like, it's got 400 horsepower, and it's an A-class. It's a little heavy though, weirdly enough, so it kind of defeats the purpose of it being a Lotus. But it weighs, tell you exactly how much it weighs. I think it's like 1,400 kilos. Yeah, it does. But it does have good power output. It's just a little chunky, a little bit of a heavy boy. If you go to like the original Elises and Exeges and all that, well, let's have a quick look at how much they weigh, because I know for a fact they're going to be much less than this. Even if you go to this, the Lotus Exige S, like, just doesn't weigh anything. Like this one, back in, oh my god, man, back in 1999, this thing weighed 670 kg. It did have a lot less power though, but yeah, there's quite a few of these cars now that, of course, are getting chunkier in size, but they also have quite a bit more power. This, I think, has the recipe to be a really, really good car. So that's what I'm going to do in today's video. I'm going to build this thing up, I think probably to the top of A-Class, and then try and see if this is able to be kind of competitive in A-Class racing. So we'll give that a shot for today's video. Anyway, I really, really like it. This is pretty much what this thing looks like. Actually, we should have a quick little poke around it. I'm going to bring it over into the old festival, and we'll have a quick look around this thing and see what it looks like. Let's see, Forza Vista. It does look good though. It definitely does look good. It's oh, it's a manual as well. Damn, that's very cool. Lotus V6. Is this actually their own V6 engine, or is it a Camry V6 that they used to use before? I don't know. Interior looks nice and modern as well. It actually has amenities in it. What is that? Is that like a kill switch? What's going on over there in the center console? I like the chrome gear selector, gear lever, whatever you want to call it. It just looks funny to me. That's pretty much what this looks like. Let's turn it on. See what all the dials and everything, the interior looks like. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it's just modernized, like properly modernized. Kind of cool. Kinda cool. I like it. I like it. Is this also built? Like, it looks like it's built in a carbon tub as well. If you can see that, the way this thing is, like, it's like very close. Everything's like kind of close to the center. Like, there's a big step to go in, basically. It is like a mini supercar. Really, really cool. Okay, I like that. Let's start doing stuff to this thing. Now, I don't think power is the issue with this car, so I'm not going to be messing around with the power much. But we'll have a look anyway at what's available. We have pretty much every engine available for this thing. Jesus. 2-liter inline 4 turbo? What engine is this? 2-liter inline 4 turbo. Makes 355 horsepower. I feel like the comments will let me know 100% what engine that is. 6.2 V8, we know what those are. AMG engines and all that. We have Audi / Lamborghini V10s and Lamborghini V12s and racing V6s and racing V8s. We have pretty much every engine option available for this thing. We kind of give it more power with the twin turbos. That's very cool. And then obviously we can change it so it's all-wheel drive as well. But I'm not going to do that. Typical Forza, just giving us just the Forza parts to slap on. Can we put slick racing? We can put the slick racing tires on it. This is, I honestly think this is going to be such a good car to drive. Our handling's got up to 7.3 as well. That's pretty ridiculous. If I give it better brakes, Do I need better brakes on this thing? I don't really know. I kind of feel like I should probably give it like a nice bit of weight reduction. It kind of needs it, doesn't it? Right, suspension, so we can actually adjust things. ARBs as well, so we can adjust things. Clutch is kind of useful, but definitely a race transmission. I don't know which one we should slap onto this thing. Pretty much any of them that isn't just a regular race transmission. We'll put a 7-speed in it. It's better. Race diff again, just fully adjustable. And then everything else here is fine. It's already supercharged as well, which is kind of cool. I don't really want to give it more power. I don't want to give it more power, and pretty much anything that I do is just going to jump it way past A-Class. So I want to keep it like this. What does 333 kilos? We dropped the weight down by quite a bit, and we increased the grip up by a lot as well, especially with the wings and tires. Those are going to make a massive difference with this thing. So let's slap a quick little tune on it, and I'll take it out and I'll drive it, and we'll see what it's like. I'm actually dying to see what this is like. So shorter gear ratios, which is what I've changed on it. Jesus, man, this thing sounds like a race car. This thing sounds like an actual race car. Oh, it has a lot of grip. Ooh, I like this. A little oversteery. I think that's just because of the way I tuned it. You like barely have to. Okay, let me put on sim steering as well, unless it's on. It is on, yeah. Just the tiniest bit of steering input needed, and this thing just shoots into the corners. Wow. I'm like I said, I'm barely moving my stick to the left, and it's just darting into corners so quickly. Oh my god. I think this may actually have potential to be a. Look at this thing is taking corners like crazy. The front end is so light. It's just like a Lotus. It's just the same as every other Lotus. Like the front end is super light, especially being mid-engine. It's also incredibly balanced. It kind of is a little oversteery. I mean, I built it like that just so I can get the back end to come around nicely. Oh man, I need to bring this on the Golden Toge. I'm sorry, but I have to. The track is just way too good. It's like screaming for this car. It wants this car to go on it. It wants this car to just have a go on this. So this is an A-Class car, obviously. I have a list of actual. Let me. One sec, chat. One sec. Okay, I have a list to my right now of all the A-Class cars that I brought on the Golden Toge. That you guys have sent me. I've been in a faster A-Class car. Like, I've done some very quick times in A-Class cars. I know just about what I need to get. Okay, cool. Let's try this out. I'm gonna try and make it slightly less oversteery though. I think this is gonna do really well. I can already tell. I can already tell this is gonna absolutely dominate this. I have to remember I didn't upgrade my brakes, so I have to be really careful when I'm actually slowing down. Oh my god, it's such a... Oh, it's just too... I left it go way too wide. That's my fault, but... It's such a gem to drive, man. It's actually so good. It shoots into the corner so quickly, and I had to like kind of correct myself so it doesn't steer into the corner too hard. So I let it go a little wider, that's why I ended up crashing into the fence. Again, ease on the power. It's a little too wide when I'm doing these corners at like 100 miles of that. Oh man. Yeah, I'm doing these corners at really high speeds. It's just really nice. I feel like this is gonna be a slow time just because I'm kind of skeptical on how I should be driving this thing. Like, I'm still trying to learn it. Like, there's still areas where I know I can go much quicker than what I already am. See, like there, I could have gone so much faster. I came out of that corner and I'm just like stood still, basically. I could have started accelerating so much sooner. I definitely need a good few runs to get used to this thing. Like, properly get used to this thing. I'm insanely impressed with it. Insanely impressed with this car. With just a basic setup on it, nothing crazy, just kind of knowing what I should be adding to cars to make them drive the way I want them to drive. That's pretty much the only thing that's added on it. No custom tune, nothing like that, just specifically for this car, just a very basic setup. It is absolutely brilliant to drive. I shouldn't have 7 speeds in this though. I should make 6 to be the top speed. Or the top gear, whatever. I messed up my balance quite a bit. I'll do one more run after this. Just try to improve my time a little bit, because right now, like I said, it's my first time driving it, so I'm not driving the best. Plus I know what I'll need to change in my suspension setup and that just to get it to drive better. Because it's so small as well, I just have the confidence to throw it into the gap as well. Without it hitting off the wall. Yeah, these gear ratios need to change. I need 6th to be my top gear. I don't want it to have 7 gears. The way to do that is to stretch my gears out slightly. And then just make 7th unusable. Or pretty much 7th the same as the 6th. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen because I wasn't paying attention. I straight up was not paying attention. I was looking at the timer top left. I know just about what sort of time I should be at when I'm at specific corners, because I've done this track so many times. It sounds so good. It sounds like a race car. That's what I love about it. Too slow again. Yeah. Just way too far on the inside. But I think it's gonna pull like a serious time without me even like doing a clean run. That is stupid, man. They did a 435. Right now, the fastest A-class car that you guys have sent me over on the Discord for me to try did a 435, and it was a Ford Focus RS. It's the Mark 1 generation. A Lotus Exige S in A class did a 437, and you guys have sent me. I crashed into the wall and stopped on this run, and I did a 435. That should let you know how good this car actually is compared to the stuff that you guys have sent me. I'm honestly heavily impressed with this thing. Really, really good car. I'm gonna change a couple of things on it, and then I'll hit it again. Well, it's still not the best times, but I got a 427, which is like 10 seconds faster than the Lotus Exige that you guys have sent me. Pretty impressive time. It's a really good car. I think I just have to get used to it a little bit more, and I'll be able to drive it much better. But for an A-class car doing 427, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Let's watch the replay of that, I get quite close to the walls. I still think the tune still needs to be worked on a little bit, but I've kind of figured out a way to come out of corners a little bit quicker. So I usually keep driving around in third for like the tighter corners, and then on the exit of the corner I switch to fourth and just floor it, and it's the perfect amount of power to push myself out of the corner without kind of getting me to oversteer or without getting me to like crash or anything, and it's just perfect for a lot of the different corners in this on this track. Of course, this car will handle differently if I bring it over to a different track where it's a different event altogether. But yeah, for this one I kind of figured out a decent way to do it. But again, I still think that the setup needs to be worked on a little bit more, and I can get it to drive a little bit faster. But for right now, I'm heavily impressed with how good this little Lotus is doing. I'm expecting this to actually be seen in my competition that I'm still doing right now for A-Class. I'm expecting at least a few people to try this thing out for it. It's very, very good. I still have another car that can actually do a similar time to this, so it's not like this is OP or anything like that. So I have another car. I'm not going to say it because obviously, you know, the video is about this car, and then of course my competition is still going on, so I'm not going to like tell people, you know, what the best cars are to use for this, but they'll have to figure all that out on their own. But I've done, I don't know if I've done a video in the past on it, but I've definitely driven it in a video before and said that it was very good in A-Class. But yeah, Lotus Emira, brand new car added into the game with the car pack, and yeah, it's a really, really good A-Class car. I think people are going to create even better tunes than I did so far. I mean, I've spent about like 5 minutes on the tune of this thing. I basically upgraded it, put a basic tune on it, and then I went back and I changed a couple things on it, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I think if you spend quite a bit more time tuning this thing specifically for the track that you're racing on, I think it could do really, really well. And yeah, I'm impressed with it. I think it's very good. If you have this thing yourselves, let me know what you think of it. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? It's an A-Class monster, 100%. It's super, super good in A-Class. And I'm definitely interested to see what else people are going to create with this car in terms of tunes and stuff like that. I still haven't tried it in like S1 or anything like that. Again, we have all the other engine swaps. I mean, we've had cars before in the game where we've slapped a billion different engines into it, and they've done really well. But I wanted to build this thing specifically for A-Class because that is what I've heard that this car is going to be good at, and I was right. I think if this was like maybe mid S1 type of power, if this thing had maybe an extra 100 horsepower, this could be a seriously good car. I don't think it would be able to rival like the Anniversary Viper or anything like that in S1, but I can feel it when I'm driving through corners that it still has so much more grip to give than what I'm putting down in terms of power. Does that make sense? So as I'm pulling out of corners and stuff like that, I have to like ease off the steering. Like it's not like full, I guess full lock on a controller means, you know, assisted steering to whatever lock it decides to give me, because you don't just, you know, full lock in a controller and it goes full lock in the game. It doesn't look like that. It's heavily assisted when you're playing on a controller. But I'm just saying, I can feel how much more grip it still has to give, so it means that I can push this thing at even higher speeds. It's just the thing is, I can't get to higher speeds from corner to corner because I don't have the power. Does that make sense? So I still think that this car can handle even more power for the amount of grip that this thing has for the corners. It's really, really good car. Really, really good. Try it for yourselves and let me know what you think of it. Also, if you haven't seen the videos that I've made on the brand new Nissan Alta Maniac, especially the previous video, I'm pretty sure it is. It's the most powerful car in the game at the moment, or over 2,000 horsepower. Go and check out that video on the channel, and of course the video before that, where I ended up checking out the insane, ear-piercing sound of the new Pagani Huayra R. Again, all from the same pack. Go and watch those videos on the channel. Subscribe while you're there if you want to enjoy any more of those type of videos, and you want to be updated whenever I upload a new video and go live as well, which is what I wanted to say initially. But yeah, for now that's it. Lotus Emira did very well. Here's the end. Still a few mistakes as well. That's the thing. I've done this run and I still made a few mistakes. This is only like my third run, I think. I crashed the second time around or something like that after I changed my tune. But then I ended up restarting it, and that was, I think, like my third like actual run. Like from start to finish, it was my second run, but my actual run, it's like my third run. Super, super good car. Really, really good. And I still think it can go even faster than a 427. I think it can do low 420s. I think it can definitely do with some better driving and maybe a slight tune change. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.